Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a huge report coming out from Taiwan, and we're going to talk more about the tensions that are really building up right now between China and Taiwan. Huge report today. Taiwan dispatches military forces as China holds surprise live fire drills. China's carried out live fire drills off the coast of Taiwan as part of an aggressive drive to mark its presence in the Pacific that follows similar exercises off the coast of Australia. And I must include New Zealand as well. I'll show you guys that report. It actually came out a couple days ago. So recently, near China, we're seeing the Chinese military and their navy, particularly, launching lots of live fire drills. Okay, now off the coast of Taiwan, and we've been having a lot of big things happening with Taiwan recently. Just yesterday, I reported with you guys that a Chinese ship was suspected of damaging an undersea cable between China and Taiwan, and that ship has been seized, and the entire crew was Chinese. So I'm not sure if this has something to do with that, but China has been launching a lot of military drills very close to Australia, New Zealand, just over the last couple days, now Taiwan. And we know that things are very tense between Taiwan and China and have been for some time now. So I want to talk more about this report today. And I also have some statements coming out from the White House from Donald Trump, the president of the United States. He came out today and allegedly claiming that there's a possibility that the U.S. may not come to Taiwan's aid if they're ever attacked by China. So I thought that was interesting today. And there's still a big question mark there above Trump's head on whether the U.S. military will back Taiwan or will they not if they get attacked by China. So let's hop into this, guys. We're going to jump on over here to the Telegraph real quick. It's a mainstream news article. We're not going to cover the whole thing. We'll just kind of briefly go over this. Taiwan dispatches military to counter surprise Chinese live fire drills. Sea, air, and land forces sent to sea off island's south coast in response to deployment of 32 aircraft by Beijing. Okay, so 32 military aircraft also be taking part in these live fire exercises. Okay, so this just coming out today, February 26, 2025. Here's a photo of a Taiwanese Navy frigate back in 2022. And it says here, Taiwan dispatched its Army, Navy, and Air Force to the sea off its south coast after the Chinese military launched live fire exercises, Taipei's defense ministry said. China deployed 32 aircraft around Taiwan as part of a joint combat drill and announced live fire exercises in an area about 40 nautical miles off the island. The ministry said in a statement, Taiwan's military responded by sending sea, air, and land forces to monitor, alert, and respond appropriately. China's People's Liberation Army has blatantly violated international norms by unilaterally designating a drill zone 40 nautical miles off the coast of Kaohsiung, if I'm saying that right, and Pingtung, claiming to conduct live fire exercises without prior warning. Yeah, so this was a total surprise. Taiwan was not expecting this, and literally just 40 nautical miles away from Taiwan, very close by. This move not only caused a high degree of danger to the safety of international flights and vessels at sea, but is also a blatant provocation to regional security and stability. China's ramped up the deployment of fighter jets and warships around Taiwan in recent years to press its claim of sovereignty over the island, which Taipei rejects. The ministry said that China's move is completely contrary to its repeated claims of peaceful coexistence principles and vowed to continue our efforts in force buildup and readiness. Beijing's foreign ministry declined to comment on Taiwan, saying that China has set up a drill zone for shooting training. Chinese spokesman Lin Jian told reporters, "This is not a question on foreign affairs." Chinese Defense Ministry did not immediately reply to requests for comment from AFP. Okay, so Taiwan's military definitely being spooked today. And, we keep expecting, is China at some point going to invade Taiwan? And the real big question here is the U.S. going to come and back them? So right now, China has been holding a lot of live fire drills. And just yesterday, here's this report, or actually 2 days ago, sorry, on February 24th, on CNN World, live fire drills by extremely capable Chinese warships rattle New Zealand and Australia. Okay, so both Australia and New Zealand very worried about Chinese ships holding live fire drills off their coasts as well just 2 days ago. Now I want to show you guys a report real quick. It's a very small report, and maybe this might explain why China was holding these live fire drills just today. Take a look at this. This actually came out today also on Global Times. China seriously concerned about reports of U.S. unfreezing military assistance to Taiwan region, says the foreign minister. So I wonder if the fact that the U.S. is going to be unfreezing military assistance for Taiwan, maybe that's why they're doing this, because we have seen in the past, like if the U.S. ends up showing support for Taiwan in some sort of way, usually we see the island being surrounded or some sort of major exercise taking place near Taiwan to in like a show of force from China. So it says right here, responding to an inquiry regarding reports that Trump administration released 5.3 billion in previously frozen foreign aid, which included 870 million in military assistance to the Taiwan region. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said on Wednesday that China is seriously concerned about relevant reports. Lin said that the U.S. military assistance to Taiwan region severely violates the One China principle and that three joint communiques between China and the U.S. It also seriously infringes upon China's sovereignty and security interests, sends an erroneous wrong signal to Taiwan independence, separatist forces, which China has always opposed. Lin urged the U.S. to stop arming Taiwan and to cease actions that undermine peace and stability in the Taiwan Straits, adding that China will closely watch the situation and firmly safeguard national sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity. So is this maybe the reason why China was doing that? Is maybe due to the U.S. potentially unfreezing up to 5.3 billion in foreign aid, which is going to include 870 million for Taiwan. Very big possibility. Maybe that's why they did that. Now I want to show you guys a couple more things off of X that was coming out today and also over the last month. I want to show you guys a video of Donald Trump as well. So let's jump on over here to Conflict Dispatch. Trump avoided answering whether he could guarantee that China wouldn't take Taiwan by force during his presidency. Instead, he spoke about his good relationship with Xi Jinping. Yeah, so today this was actually a statement from Trump. He was asked by a reporter if the U.S. would come and back Taiwan if they were to be attacked, and he basically said he refused to answer the question, that it would put him in a bad negotiating position with China. So basically avoiding the question, not willing to answer it. And then soon after that, he told the reporter that he has a really good relationship with Xi Jinping. Now, that could mean different things. Does that mean that, hey, we're just going to work diplomatically with China to try to work something out so that way they don't attack Taiwan? Or is that a major signal that the U.S. is not going to come back Taiwan and they're on their own? Okay, they'll send them weapons and supplies, things like that. But in terms of protecting them in a wartime scenario, will the U.S. come and back them? That's the big question mark right there, right? Okay, so one last thing I want to share with you guys also that's going to be on X. This is from Shanghai Panda. Taiwan took our chip business away. We had Intel. We want that business back. If they don't bring it back, we're not going to be very happy. Trump declared war on Taiwan's chip industry. Okay, so this actually came out on February 14th, about maybe 2 weeks ago almost. And this was Trump announcing tariffs, right? And he was even talking about putting tariffs on Taiwan, I believe, very soon also, and trying to get a lot of their chip businesses to come back into the United States, because he claims that Taiwan stole a lot of the chip businesses from the U.S. and they fled to Taiwan. So I just want to show you guys this real quick, as maybe could this be another sign that that Donald Trump is not going to stand for Taiwan, because clearly if they want their business back, maybe they might not come and back them if they were to be in a time of war. Take a look at this.
Country, in all due respect, they took the business away. Taiwan took our chip business away. We had Intel, we had these great companies that did so well, and it was taken from us, and we want that business back. We want it back in the United States, and if they don't bring it back, we're not going to be very happy.
You mentioned pharmaceuticals as well in China. That's national security to bring that back.
China and other places. We want to get the pharmaceutical and drug business back into the United States, where it should be. Country, in all due respect,
All right, so do you think that maybe this is just part of Trump's policy of America First? He talks a lot about that. And, we've been seeing so many tariffs being announced on like Mexico, Canada. Also, the EU is going to be having some tariffs placed on them as well. A lot of countries are going to be paying high tariffs just to import any products into the United States, or export, I guess, just say, to the United States. And I don't know, is this a sign that that Trump is not going to be, heavily for Taiwan to really back them if they ever get attacked? as clearly we've been seeing a lot of these live fire drills being held, or these exercise drills, I should say, and now starting to be live fire drills very close to the coast of Taiwan. And clearly, China trying to show their presence over here to let Taiwan be known that at some point maybe they are going to invade them, but we'll have to see what happens. And again, the big question here is the United States going to come and back Taiwan if they ever come under attack? So we'll have to see what happens, but just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what is happening over here next to Taiwan as China held surprise live fire drills today. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.